Moya Moy's kitchen, where cooking is love made edible. In our kitchen today, we have our cookies, our homemade chef. People, once you talk about the kitchen, you're talking about Shantae, and that is who I have in our kitchen today. My friend, my baby girl, and she's going to tell us a little bit about herself. So, yes.
Okay, by a little bit, I just guess she wants you to know my name. My name is Shantae Bonnie. I am a special educator by profession, but I really like to be in the kitchen. I really like to cook, do little videos, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So that's a little bit that she told you that you wanted to know.
And what we will be preparing today?
Okay, so today we're going to be making some comfort food, I like to call it. It's really simple, it's really easy, but when you put it all together, it looks amazing. We're going to make some chicken cordon bleu, some baked mac and cheese, and some twice baked potatoes.
So people, stay tuned, look out for the goodness, try it at home. Okay, try it at home.
Okay, so now we're going to work on our baked mac and cheese. So first off, we're going to use 3 different kinds of cheese.
Yes.
We're going to use Gouda, cheddar, and mozzarella cheese.
All right. So we have our pasta.
And we have our liquid ingredients. We have some melted butter, whipping cream, and evaporated cream.
And then we have our spices here,
Yes, so we have different spices that we're going to use. We have black pepper, paprika, onion powder, garlic powder, complete seasoning, and we're going to sprinkle some breadcrumbs on top.
All right, let's get into the goodness. So, chef, what's the first thing that we're going to do?
All right, the first thing we're going to do is make our cheese sauce. So we're actually heating up our pan now. So we're just going to wait a little bit, and then we're going to add our melted butter first.
We're adding our butter.
All right, and that started to sizzling nicely. And then we're going to add some evap milk and just whisk that together really nice.
All right, so for example, if I don't have evap milk and I just have regular milk, is that okay?
Yes, you can use your regular milk, and then you can add some flour to kind of thicken up the consistency of your sauce.
Right.
So I'm going in now with some whipping cream, and this is really good because it helps to thicken up the mixture, because I don't feel like using flour today. So I'm using these two to give me a really great consistency.
All right, guys. So you don't have to use flour and you don't have to use regular milk. What you can use is use evap milk and whipping cream, so that it substitutes the lump that you get if you're using the flour.
Right, because if I was whisking with my flour now, I had to be whisking for a longer period of time to get a smooth consistency, because I would have to be getting rid of all of the lumps. Right?
Yeah.
All right, so now I'm going to start adding my cheese. So I'm going to add Gouda, which is the first one. I'm just going to add, just start with like a handful and just whisk that in. And I'm going to do the same thing with the cheddar. I usually just add some until I hear, stop, my child.
Your ancestors
Tell me to stop them. You know, I like mine really gooey, really cheesy. So we try to use a lot of cheese. And the mozzarella cheese will do that for you. It gives you a really nice, gooey, stretchy consistency.
Now, as I say, I'm MacnCheese here, so
you know, you want
it should be cheesy.
Right. So we're just mixing.
So I'm going to let people see the goodness in this sauce, right?
Okay, ma'am.
All right.
Okay, this is what you want your cheese sauce to look like. Very thick and rich and ready to be seasoned. Okay.
So now you're going to add your seasoning.
Yes. I'm going to add a little bit of black pepper and just stir that in. I'm going to add some onion powder, some garlic powder, some complete seasoning, and that's basically like, you know, an all-purpose seasoning. I'm going to add a little bit of paprika to kind of brighten the color up and give it a really nice taste. Look at that. Okay. Our sauce is ready, so it's time to add the pasta. You can add it in the saucepan and mix it, or you can put it in your dish that you're going to bake it in. So I just want to make sure everything is covered and coated. Alright, so I'm ready to put my macaroni in the pan so that it can go in the oven. And this is what you really want it to look like. If it's too creamy for you, you can always add a little more milk or any form of liquid that you are using. So I'm going to spoon this into the pan. I'm just going to add more cheese on top. So this is the Gouda cheese. This is our original cheddar. And pepper jack is also a good option. Sharp cheddar. Those are really good. And you guys, instead of buying the expensive brands, they have these cheese wholesale. So you can get it at a cheaper cost. And your local supermarket should be able to provide you with that. Okay, this is almost ready for the oven. I'm just going to sprinkle some paprika all on top. When this comes out, it's going to look beautiful. And some breadcrumbs. Just evenly distribute that all over. Not too much. And voila!
Mac and cheese ready for the oven.
Look at that. That's our baked macaroni and cheese. All that goodness.
What are we doing next?
Okay, next we're going to make a baked potato or twice baked potato, stuffed potato, whatever you call it. So basically, it's the concept of taking a potato that you've baked first, and then we're going to split it in half, scoop the insides out, make up a really good concoction, and then stuff it back inside the potatoes with the skins on and everything. So that's what we're going to do now.
Alright, so we're going to talk about the ingredients that we're using, and then we get right into all this goodness, okay?
Okay.
Alright.
Baked potatoes, a little bit of milk, salted butter, some cheese, black pepper, dried parsley, complete seasoning, and some garlic powder.
Alright, so let's go.
Alright, so what I have here are the potatoes that I cut in half. I'm just going to take a spoon and scoop out the insides. I don't want to go too close to the skin because I still want to have like a body inside of the potato to kind of hold back the stuffing. So I'm just going to go around in a straight line if I can. Try not to break the potatoes a whole. And then whatever I get outside, I'm just going to put in this bowl. So I really don't want to scoop out too much. Because sometimes you can scoop it out too much down at the bottom, and then it's going to be really thin at the bottom when you put it to bake, and then you can take off too much from the sides, and then the skin isn't really going to be won't be able to hold all of that. Sorry. So I'm just, and you can always use your use your judgment. It's up to you, however you really like it. But just leave a good amount at the side. Okay, so I think I'm happy with the way that this looks, and I'm just going to do that with the other 3 potatoes. Okay, we're all scooped out and we're ready to prepare our mashed potato, which is exactly what I'm doing. I'm just mashing, obviously. Okay, I'm going to add a little melted butter. Some milk. Alright, I'm just going to add these ingredients into the mashed potato mixture. Some black pepper, some complete seasoning. I mean, add salt if you prefer, but I already add salted butter, and the complete seasoning has some salt content. Dried parsley, a good teaspoon of that or so. Want to make it fancy, just put it in a piping bag and pipe it back right into the potato. It will look really nice. And now I'm just going to sprinkle my cheese on top. That is always the money maker.
So adding some paprika for taste, people. Yes, these look good.
Going to prepare today, we're going to make a chicken cordon bleu. That's BLEU, and it's basically like a flattened chicken breast rolled with ham slices, cheese, and then fried or baked. So it will be very gooey, very yummy, and that's what you're about to see next.
So you have your chicken, your ham slices, your cheese. This is breadcrumbs. We have our egg. We have our cheese and our powdered seasoning with a little bit of flour. All right, let's do this.
All right, so in some cling wrap, I just have my chicken breast, my Deboned chicken breast, and I'm just going to use this rolling pin to beat it out so it can be flat, so I can roll the ingredients in. So that's what I'm going to do now. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to season my chicken breast with some black pepper, some chicken season, and some complete seasoning. Just going to massage that into the chicken breast. And you want to do this gently because you just give your meat a hell of a beating, so you know it's in a vulnerable position right now, so you just want to take time with it and kind of, you know, do the same thing for the other side. You don't tum power up, so you don't tum power up, so take time with the chicken breast. Alrighty, same thing for the other side. Chicken complete, and you know you can add any seasoning you want, really. It's how you like your chicken, but we're going to keep it really simple and really easy. Alright, so I'm going to add some slices of ham, maybe 2 pieces, 3 pieces. Okay, we're going to start packing our ham onto the chicken breast. that. And our cheese. This is mozzarella cheese. You can use Gouda, pepper jack, sharp cheddar, whatever you really like. Okay, so now we're going to start rolling this. And we don't want that when we put it in our fryer or if you bake it, that it starts falling apart. So the key is rolling it, holding and rolling it tightly. Just hold it firmly. And we're going to use toothpicks to secure. So you can start using them along the way and then eventually to close it up. So I'm just gonna add there just to kind of hold that. And it may seem like everything is kind of coming out here, but I'm going to use a toothpick to really hold all that. My chicken breasts are tightly secured. If you don't have toothpicks, you can always use some cord, or you could always roll it in the plastic and let it sit in the refrigerator for a couple minutes just to set if you don't have any of the above mentioned items. Or did I say that wrong? Anyways, I don't want to drench it in the flour, so I'm just going to dust it with the flour lightly. Dust lightly with the flour. Just turn it. And I'm just gonna do that for both of them. I just didn't want to submerge it into flour, so that's why I'm just doing this way. Doing it this way. Okay, how does that look?
Good.
Yes, good. Alright. Alright, I'm going to now drench my chicken into the egg mixture. Just give it a nice little coat. The sides and the top and the bottom. And then just drain off the excess. And then I'm going to come over to the breadcrumbs. I also put some complete seasoning, some black pepper, and some chicken seasoning into the breadcrumb. And then this is going into the fryer. Alright. Just going to do the same thing with the other one. You don't want your heat too high because you don't want the chicken to burn. And you don't want it too low because you want it to cook right through. So after your pot heats up, medium heat should be fine. I have a smaller pot, so I'm just going to do them one at a time. One at a time. Okay, this is what it should look like now. A nice golden brown crust, the cheese already oozing from it. And I'm going to let this rest for about 10 or 15 minutes before I cut into it and show you how beautiful it is inside. Okay, so I already took out some of the visible toothpicks and we're going to start slicing to see what the inside looks like. So, all that steam coming from outside, and we're getting to the cheese. Oh, these are just toothpicks. You just want to take a closer look at that.
That's it for today, guys, on Moya Moy's Kitchen. We just want to thank Shantae for coming in to do her good up comfort food, people.
Yes.
I'm sure you know it looks good. I'm telling you, it smells good and it tastes good.
Definitely.
And what are your final words for my subscribers? You know?
Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to Moya Moy's Kitchen. And the links will be in the description for our Instagram, and just subscribe.
Bye!
Bye, guys! Manifestation is